They got community noted. They did. They got community noted, and then they made it so we can't view their posts. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, that's so funny, dude. The union is getting desperate, tagging at Genshin, at Honkai Star Rail, at ZZZ in a new tweet. I think the other Reddit thread we saw about Paimon's voice actor insulting us as well are going to be covering the same topic. So I guess we'll take a look at both of those. All right, let's look at both those together. The union is getting desperate. Here's the Reddit thread. SAG-AFTRA is throwing shade at Hoyo. Are they using AI protections just as an excuse? SAG-AFTRA's official Twitter account is throwing shade at Hoyoverse. Everyone keeps mentioning AI protections, but is very conveniently leaving out important details. Oh, that's not good. That is bad. That is very bad. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? You think Hoyo are gonna cave here? Or you think they're gonna tough it out and they're just gonna swap out voice actors and say, screw you? This is a tweet. Okay. Wait, there's a SAG-AFTRA Twitter. I had no idea. Wait, hold on. Wait, SAG-AFTRA. Okay, hold on. Wait. So they made a tweet. At Genshin Impact, at Honkai Star Rail, at Zenless Zone Zero, we'll make it easy for you. Here's a link to our interactive video game media agreements. Let's talk soon. You're unable to view this post because the account owner limits who can view their posts. Did they come under so much pressure? Did they get so much pressure? So much fire that they had to limit who could actually view their tweet? That is wild. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and assume then that this was not positively received. This agreement has severe limitations on how Hoyo can work with non-union voice actors, including a lifetime time limit for the voice actor and eventually forcing the voice actor to either join the union, which is large entry costs and fees, or stop working on the project. Oh, that sucks. That's shitty. That is shady. That's not good at all. So what I've read, what I've heard from people is that what is essentially happening is the union here is using these AI protections as a means with which to try and twist Hoyo's arm and force them into essentially paying a lot more money, which would also then make the voice actors themselves pay more money. That's what I'm getting. That's what I've heard. Be real, it's not about AI protection. You guys just want a strong arm for more control. You've already partnered with AI studios like Replica to reproduce voices and many others. This is the most convenient cover to manipulate people for support. That's what I'm saying. They're trying to monopolize voice acting. That is disgusting. Okay, what's going on? According to a lot of the voice actors on Twitter, union voice actors, all Hoyo needs to do is sign the interactive video game media agreement and fill out a one-page document for every non-union voice actor, and everything will be fine. But it's not that simple. Aren't you guys happy that Kudo Games, the people that do Wuthering Waves, use a European dubbing studio, not an American one? Because they won't have this issue ever. So, if a company wants to work with non-union voice actors, they must submit a Taft-Hartley. What many forget to mention, though, is that this can take at least 6 to 8 weeks just to get processed, and you have only 30 days to work on the project. Additionally, a voice actor could submit only 3 Taft-Hartleys in their lifetime before being forced to join the union if they wish to continue working on other union projects. If they decide not to join, they can only ever work on non-union oh, that's shit. Furthermore, joining the union is not cheap either, especially for a new voice actor just starting out. The national initiation fee rate is currently $3,000. God damn, $3,000 to join the union. Annual base dues are $236 in addition. Work dues are calculated at 1.5% of covered earnings up to $1 million. So it costs $230 annually, and then they earn 1.5% of everything every voice actor in the union earns, along with the $3,000 initiation fee. That is so expensive, man. I don't even get into the union after paying that much, it seems. Yeah, so I mean, if it's not even guaranteed, that's wild. That sounds like a scam to me. You can see how this would be a problem for a long-term project like Genshin. People are quick to assume they want to use AI, and that's why they're not signing this agreement, but having a company wait 6 to 8 weeks to be able to work with their voice actors for only 30 days is a long time. Yeah, so games like Genshin, Wuwa, Nikke, Arknights, they're all live service games. They are all constantly reusing voice actors indefinitely, right? So these are voice actors that are going to have work every week, every month, every year. They could negotiate with SAG for an individual agreement for every non-union voice actor, but that is still no guarantee. Going forward, with Genshin want to hire only union voice actors because it'd be easier? And would that not result in fewer opportunities for non-union voice actors? Perhaps SAG-AFTRA doesn't really care. As according to their National Executive Director and Chief Negotiator Duncan Crabtree Ireland, non-union voice actors are of lesser quality? Excuse me, what? Really? Dude, imagine saying that. Imagine claiming those of you that aren't spending thousands of dollars to be a part of our select elite group of voice actors are inferior. You're inferior at your job because you didn't pay us thousands of dollars. Fuck this guy, dude. I really want to hear a non-union voice actor's perspective on all this. Perhaps they don't want to speak about it in a fear of being blacklisted. Not to mention some of the conditions in the interactive video game media agreement are questionable to say the least. Everyone keeps talking about the US and SAG-AFTRA, but people are forgetting that HoYoverse is a company based in China where the civil code protects people from having their voices trained on AI models without their consent. HoYo knows that they would get in trouble in their home country if they were to attempt to use AI voices for their games. I did hear that too. I did, which means HoYo aren't that interested in AI replacing the voice actors, which again just is further evidence that SAG-AFTRA are just trying to strong arm and monopolize not only voice acting but also HoYo, which is what a crazy time we live in. HoYoverse games are also very popular in the East, one particular instance being Japan, where people worship voice actors and are very passionate about their industry. I mean, that's true. HoYo has hired very famous Japanese voice actors to work on their games. I'm sure that must be the case in China and Korea too. So I really doubt that they would ruin their entire reputation projects only to cut costs on voice acting. Also, to anyone else still thinking that Jacob, Kidding's new voice actor, is a scabber, that's the video I did a couple days ago on that. Take a look at this. Nathan, who is Ororon's voice actor, who was the only person who reached out to him and welcomed him to the cast, by the way, said that Jacob had no idea about any of this, about SAG, about the strike, etc., as he's based in Japan. He didn't know why the role was being recast. The poor guy was met with so much hate and criticism. What some of the English voice actors did is extremely unprofessional, and I have yet to see an apology from any of them, which is true, 100% true. I mean, like, imagine being reached out to by HoYo and securing a role as a character in their game long term, having this indefinite, infinite, limitless source of income now, having this entry point into gacha games as a whole, not just into Genshin, but you'll be cast in Honkai Star Rail, you'll be cast in Zenless Zone Zero, you'll be cast in future projects. You know, becoming a HoYo voice actor sets you up for life as a voice actor. So this is a phenomenal opportunity. So imagine getting your foot in the door via this role, only to have all the other English voice actors that are North American just absolutely shit talk you online because you took the role from one of the people that were striking, one of the people that has not voiced the character for months. Imagine being one of the people that that is on strike. And I support people that are striking for better working conditions, by the way, but imagine being one of the people that refused to go into work, even though you were contractually obligated to go into work, being upset that someone now took your job because you refused to do what you were contractually obligated to do. It blows my mind. The sheer entitlement is ridiculous. I know. Again, I fully support wanting better working conditions, wanting more pay. Like, if you want to go ahead and protest, petition, you do it. But don't expect your job to be waiting for you on the other end. I found this interesting piece of news and thought I'd add it here. People are saying that SAG is not a corporation, but a non-profit organization. The same guy who insulted non-union voice actors is making bank. Most union members earn less than the minimum required for health insurance eligibility. I did actually, I heard about this. A few years ago, Johnny Young Boss, who was the voice of Ichigo in Bleach, the voice of Nero in Devil May Cry, Lelouch in Code Geass, he came out and said that he was making, like, I think maybe hundreds of dollars per episode only, and he'd do like one episode a week. So I remember him saying that you were lucky to for an anime as a voice actor to make $1,000 a month, maybe $2,000 a month, less than that. So that's crazy. Shouldn't even have to be said, but it's the internet, so I'll say don't attack any of the parties involved. This is not beneficial to anyone. It's important to hold people accountable for their wrongdoings, but harassing them is not the way. I mean, this is the internet and this is social media, right? They're gonna do it. You can ask them, but they're gonna do it. SAG-AFTRA has been trying to make Genshin go union since 2023, really. Now they're adding them after the recast drama, desperately trying to ride any wave of uproar from the community to pull their schemes. Yeah, they got community noted, they did. They got community noted and then they made it so we can't view their posts. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, that's so funny, dude. Goddamn. Actual hilarious. Okay, now we gotta look at Paimon's voice actor insulting us as Western gamers. Really? We are all idiots for believing a union shouldn't force people to join them no matter how many benefits they offer. Your choice to self-determine isn't enough, according to Paimon. The only opinions that matter are those that belong to voice actors, not the game itself or its audience, have spent their time and money on this project. Oh no, man. Okay. This is gonna be a really bad take, isn't it? This is gonna be so bad. Oh. Again, I really dislike talking shit about other people, other creators. You know, that's not what I want to do. It's not what I like to do, but I have a feeling this is gonna be really dumb, really bad, and make me want to smash my head into my keyboard. Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
Okay, here's the thing. If
Hold on, let me turn this up a bit more.
Voice actors, both non-union and union, in a video game want a game to go union, the game should go union. Nobody else's opinion matters. Nobody else's opinion matters.
Okay. Yep. Well, there you go. Within the first 9 seconds, she says, your opinion doesn't matter. There are tens of millions of people playing Hoyo's games. Tens of millions. None of their opinions matter, chat. None. Not a single person.
That's it. And YouTubers don't know anything.
What? Wait, hold on.
And YouTubers don't know anything. YouTubers don't know anything.
I'm sorry. I feel called out. I feel personally attacked at that. We don't know anything? Wait, are there no are there no YouTubers that do voice acting? Does there not exist a single YouTuber on the platform that is capable of doing research into the topic? Has nobody actually read the SAG-AFTRA website? Is that... She legit just said, we know nothing. Nothing at all. Wow. What the yeah. All YouTubers are clueless. Yeah, exactly. Apparently. I am John Stix.
They're not voice actors.
I'm sure there are plenty of YouTubers that are voice actors. Actually, plenty.
They've never been in my industry.
I'm sure there are plenty of YouTubers that have done voice acting at one point or another. They have been in her industry.
Don't know what my industry is about.
They do know what the industry is about. There are numerous YouTubers that are actually some of the most prolific, most successful voice actors out there. You know, Nolan North, right? Nolan North, Troy Baker. They both have YouTube channels. They are incredible voice actors, some of the best. Actually, male voice actors in voice acting, some of the most successful, widely known. They do YouTube. They are so, I don't mean to throw shade, but so much more talented and successful than, you know, Paimon's voice actor will ever be. She talks as if she vented anything, everything. Okay, hold on. Let's keep going.
They don't know anything about SAG. They don't know anything about being a non-union actor either. Stop telling me to go to liars.
Wow! Okay. I apologize, chat, for lying to you all.
Liars. They are paid to lie to you.
Hold on, wait. I gotta ask. This is a Screaming Karen energy. A little bit, yeah. But okay, I gotta ask, chat. Who is paying me? Who is paying the content creators that are covering this drama? Who is paying us? Are the companies paying us? Is Hoyo paying us? Are we being paid by SAG-AFTRA? Like, who is paying us to go online, to read the SAG-AFTRA website, and to react to all the things that are happening? Who is paying us? We're paying you? You are? I need a raise. Dude, I need a raise.
Also, I'm sorry. They have more incentive to lie They have more of an incentive to lie because idiots like you.
Oh shit, Chad, you just got called an idiot.
Incentive to lie because idiots like you fall for their shit and they get paid for that.
Wow. Wow. God damn, dude. She literally called every consumer of gacha content an idiot. That's unreal. She's calling you an idiot? She is. She's calling everyone an idiot just because you watch content from content creators. Wow. Dude, she is... Why? I feel like she's self-sabotaging. So crazy. It is. It's self-sabotage.
Hello?
Hi.
God forbid. I want my industry to actually, like, I don't know, function. And
did it not has the voice acting industry not functioned for the last several decades? Am I just out of touch with what's going on? I was under the impression that her career, her field of work here, her industry had been functioning for decades, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, I'm not a part of her industry after all, chat, so how much could I really know? And at the end of the day, I'm probably just lying to you all anyway, because you're paying me, so.
And that everybody gets paid and everybody gets, like,
Are they not being paid?
Healthcare? Did you know that, like, once things become union, people get paid a lot more? So people are like, oh, but, then some non-union actors will have to join the union. Yeah, they'll be able to, easily, because they'll get paid more. Also,
let's continue.
There are options that the union has to help pay for those things. There are options to help people pay for the union dues within SAG, but you don't know that. Oh my god, it's almost like you're not an actor. It's almost like you're not a voice actor.
Dude, the amount of aggression she's showing in this video is unreal. She really does, yeah. It is genuine brain rot, yep. That is unreal. She's literally just sitting here calling you stupid over and over.
And neither are those YouTubers. But bottom line is that both non-union actors and union actors in a video game want it to go union and have wanted it to go union for a long time.
I don't know, if I'm being honest, a lot of non-union voice actors I've seen on Twitter don't give a fuck. They don't want to go union. Okay, here's what I've gathered from this. What has happened is she has a group of friends, and her group of friends and her have an echo chamber of thoughts, right? So they say, yeah, we all want it to go union. We want everything to go union because we get paid more. So her few friends all say the same thing. Now that has become the majority of what apparently her industry wants, rather than the majority of non-union voice actors not giving a fuck. So we're gonna need a source on that one. Yeah, apparently.
To go union and have wanted it to go union for a long time.
Yeah, wait, chat, wait.
YouTubers. But bottom line is that both non-union actors and union actors in a video game want it to go union and have wanted it to go union for a long time.
Source? Trust me, bro!
So nobody else's opinion that is super fucking wrong anyway matters.
Okay, she titled this, Stop Licking the Boot. Okay, so...
Super fucking wrong anyway. So nobody else's opinion that is super fucking wrong anyway matters.
Your opinion doesn't matter, chat. Okay, your opinion doesn't matter.
Liars. They are paid to lie to you. Also, I'm sorry. They have more incentive to lie.
Every content creator you watch, all the people that are covering this, that are watching this unfold, are liars and are lying to you.
They have more of a shit. You fall for their of an incentive to lie because idiots like you.
And you're all idiots. So there you go. This is Paimon's voice actor, chat. This is Paimon's voice actor. Everyone you watch is lying to you. You're all a bunch of idiots and your opinion doesn't fucking matter. That right there, yes, that is gonna get people on your side. That is 100% gonna get people on your side. Yep. God damn, who's paying me? Dude, I don't know, but I need a goddamn raise, man. Dude, I'm not getting paid enough for this shit. I need a lot more money if this is gonna happen. This is what happens when the traveler leaves Paimon. This is what happens when you leave Paimon alone for too long, chat. We're all being paid. You probably know about it. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, no, chat, I'm sorry. Maybe I would tell you all about it. Maybe I'd delve deeper into it, but I'm lying to you? And I actually don't know anything. You know, evidently I don't know anything at all, right?
Don't know anything about SAG? They don't know anything about being a non-union actor either.
We don't know anything, chat. We're just, you know, we're not capable of doing real, genuine research into topics. We just sit here and we fabricate it all. Because, you know, we're farming idiots like you. Paimon's voice actor. Hey, where do you think you're going? I see what you're doing there. I see you navigating on over, scrolling on over to that X button. Don't you dare. What I need you to do is take a moment and click one of the videos that are about to appear as soon as I'm done talking. And trust me, you're gonna want it.